Hey everybody, this is Josh from Rennline, and today we're going to be installing our TR27s on our 991.2. Let's get started. For our first step, we're going to disconnect the battery. I like to disconnect both terminals to be safe. We're going to want to wait 20 to 30 minutes for the car's electronics to de-energize. We're taking apart the airbags, so we want to make sure we're safe. Now that we have the battery disconnected and we've waited 20 minutes, we're going to go ahead and take the airbag out. There's going to be two holes on the bottom sides of the steering wheel. You're going to want to take like a screwdriver, and you're going to want to feel around. There's going to be a release. It's kind of, so you kind of want to tip the screwdriver back, and there's a little spring, and you can kind of press on it, and it's going to release one side of the airbag. To the other side, go to the little release hole, kind of feel around for it, press it, and it'll take the airbag out. You have two wires on the back, just be careful. We're gonna take a little tiny flathead, and we're gonna lift the orange caps to release the plug. One, two, disconnect. These are the airbag plugs. You can tell they're color coordinated, brown and yellow, so you don't get them mixed up. Next, we're gonna take a 12 mil triple square, and this is gonna remove the steering wheel. There's this plug right here. There's a little clasp at the top. We're just gonna pinch it, then take the whole steering wheel off. Let's go to the bench and take the rest of it apart. Next, we're gonna disassemble the steering wheel. So we're gonna flip it over. My tool of choice here is gonna be a little Milwaukee drill with a T20 Torx bit. So we got 3 screws in the back. That comes off. So we have two silver right here and here, here and here. Take those two out. Take those other two out. Our next step, we're gonna pop the face of this trim off. These pieces are gonna fall off. So we're gonna just take a little pressure from this side, just pop it off just like that. Put that over there. Flip it back on its top. We're gonna disconnect the power to the paddle shifters. There'll be a little white plug here and here. You just wanna pinch the little clip piece, pull them out, pop them out. These are ready to come out. I'll flip this thing around. 2 more T20s. These are gonna pop right out. Take these out while we're here. Next, we're gonna go ahead and assemble the paddle shifters onto the shifter. I'm gonna take these supplied screws out, mount this to the face. We can do final tightening at the end when we get all our adjustments set up. Before I install this in the steering wheel, I just want to explain some of the adjustments while we're here on the bench. So this shifter has 2 different types of adjustments. We have these 2 screws. This is how you're going to tighten the adjustments. This is going to control how close you want it to the steering wheel. It's easier to adjust when it's in the car, but when you're all set, you're going to just tighten those screws up. And then our other degree of freedom is we can control the pitch or the angle of the shifter. And the more out like that, it's gonna hug your fingers better. So there's 2 screws on either side right there for that. All right, back to the steering wheel. We're gonna go basically reassemble in reverse order. We're gonna take the positive, it goes on this side. Try to get those little tabs set up. Put a screw in. That side. Next, we're gonna put the cover on. It's a good opportunity to plug these paddle shifters in. These are the same factory plugs. Just like that. If your car has this, we're just gonna kind of push down a little bit, sneak it in there. Pull up like that. Just gonna tighten these up. Make sure they're nice and clean. Gonna put these guys on. This is the bottom. They just kind of clip in a little bit. Slide these underneath. Clip them down. Put this back piece on. And we're all set, we're ready to go back in the car. So back in the car, we're ready to put the steering wheel back on. Before we start, we wanna make sure this section right here is aligned with the top little divot of the spline of the steering shaft. In the steering wheel, as you put it on, you'll notice there's a very light notch mark at the top. And that's what we're gonna wanna align with that little divot. Yep, just like that. Same with the plug. Just goes right in. Next, we're gonna take our big screw. Careful not to pinch any of the bolts while you're in there. I like to brace the steering wheel with my legs, just because it's gonna wanna rotate on you. Kinda wanna use two hands. You wanna tighten with one, hold the steering wheel with the other, and tighten it up. We wanna make sure this is really tight. We don't want this coming loose. Next we have our airbag, and we're just gonna reassemble color to color. And then push the orange clip down to lock it all in. There's two little holes. It kinda only goes in one way. So get that nice and lined up, and then just go. And then we're in. And you're done. And that's how you install our TR27 paddle shifters. If you like products like this, you want to check out more, check out our website at Rennline.com.